Greetings, YouTube land. I'm Falagar, and welcome back to another Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. I believe... Okay, right, where we left off. We just got done speaking to Caldera, which was the Dwarven Animancer, hanging in this tree full of other dead, I guess, mages or witches. I guess just basically people who have failed to please Lord Roderick, I think his name is. So I leveled up. And I believe... Ah, that's right. She directed me to someone named... Marwald. Right, and he's a watcher, which I just discovered through her that I am a watcher as well. So I'm to travel to Cadnua. But there's something along the way that I can do. I think it was it Buried Secrets? Or was it the shipment? Okay, travel to Black Meadow. I wonder if this was the one. World map. I'm recognizing some titles of songs, like Andra's Gift is the title of one of the songs I believe on the soundtrack of Pillars of Eternity. Okay, I'm hoping maybe somewhere along the way is Black Meadow. Has been expecting a shipment of supplies for a long time. He worries that something has befallen the wagon, which was traveling along the eastern road towards Gilded Vale. Okay, the eastern road towards Gilded Vale. Okay, right over here. Okay.
Certainly. 17 and a half.
Whoa. Say something? Smell of pipe smoke, at once earthy and sweet, winds its way up your nostrils. Your eyes... I mean, I spoke to this guy before, but maybe after that display over there, maybe I caught his interest. Who knows? Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, where you find a broad man with straw-colored hat. I'm sorry, straw-colored hair, leaning against a mossy rock wall. His pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
How you want to count the dwarf woman? 17 and a half. Could be 18. Hopefully he'll wish to join. Excuse me?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you ought to.
What are you talking about?
The people hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted anyway.
I just got it. Okay. Aloth frowns. Is that what you think people do for fun around here?
Name's Eder.
Hello.
So do the people around here. Might as well be 19.
Ooh, it's like you're
Don't
dead.
think I'd put you much higher than 22. 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
Oh, well, what makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? As if you didn't see that display. He looks at you a moment, his brow arched, his smirk broadens. Like I'm pretty sure he saw I was gawking at that dwarven woman, as if I was entranced, right? I'm pretty sure that did not go unnoticed.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took it for a Radric at first.
Oh. So it's impossible. I don't drool half as much. What business of this is yours? You'll have to forgive my curiosity. Around here, we prefer to turn a blind eye to our dead. It's none of your business. Well, do you happen to know what a watcher is? Because it's none of your business. I mean, I'm trying to get more recruits.
Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here.
Take it, you know it.
A number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be.
Their cure is prying on the desperate. Yeah.
Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all. No offense.
Don't be so sure. None taken. What's that supposed to mean? You think you're going to be hanged? Whoa, what? Do you think Lord Roderick intends to hang you?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
Really? The war? Saints' War. Only one in my lifetime. Fella decides he's the living incarnation of Ethos. Overthrows Red Keras. Marches on Dyrwood. So we gave him a Dyrwoodane hello. And what is a Dyrwood hello?
We blew him up.
He smiles at this, but it is a smile of one recounting a joke for effect rather than enjoyment. Right, gotcha. Who's Ethos? God of rebirth and redemption, formerly anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where you come from. Okay, I got time. Your headsman, why was he hung? Got involved. Roderick sent men down here the other day. Said they had it on good authority. Someone in town was working for Kolsk, plotting Roderick's overthrow. Said if he didn't come forward right then and there, they'd hang every last one of us. Why do you hang around here then? No one was coming forward. So Swithin, that's my headsman, he steps up and says it's him. They took him at his word. Wow. It's pretty cruel. He sighs and shakes his head, his eyes fixed on the tree. Bound to happen sooner or later. If not for plotting against Roderick, then for protecting me. If I may ask, who's Kolsk? Someone who got tired of all the hangings. He's on the run now, probably will be till they catch him. And why does this entire town have something against you? I get that with Roderick, but what about the town?
Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, there was a temple to him, to give you some idea.
So you no longer worship him. Basically desecrated the temple and shun anyone who does.
Then one day, somebody named Icewind shows up on Dyrwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys.
Oh, of course.
He enlisted, and then I did too. But, he didn't
I
make it
can see
back.
how he became unpopular. So someone claiming to be Aethys, using it as some kind of way to draft people into the war. I gotcha. In a war that did not go so very well.
After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
I'm hoping this Eder will come with us, because there's no need for him to just linger about here.
Seems that's no longer a concern. Of course, the townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Aelith glances at you and lowers his voice. You can see why I was eager to leave. If you're next to be hanged, what are you still doing here? Yeah, precisely. He gives a half smile, drinking mostly. Come with us. Why don't you come with us? There's no point for you to linger about here. We're doing quests. It's never boring. And we could use another man. What say you? Where you headed? Someplace called Caed Nua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me. But that's not the only thing we're doing.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago.
Ah,
He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before.
A vigor of purpose finds its way into his voice, yeah.
Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger. And
Well,
a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
Right, I don't want to see anyone go. I'm sad that I wasn't even able to save any of those poor souls up there. That's a fine reason if I ever heard one. Well said, Aelith. Well said.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing. As long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Well, come. Let us be off. Bring Eder to speak with Marwald. Yeah. Fragments of scattered something. I like that. Party member, and let's see what we have here. It's a good thing I was about to pass him up until I heard him say 17 and a half, and just something different that I didn't hear him say before, so it caught my interest and yeah, caught my attention. Saints wore armor. Eder wore this armor during his time in the Saints' War. Its dark color is unusual, as is its power. Though he admits that the armor has pulled him from the brink of death on several occasions, he claims that no one else has ever handled the armor. How it became enchanted is a mystery, even to him. Okay, you are certainly an asset to the team. And what are you using here? Okay, a saber, medium shield, war's bow. That's not what I want to compare it to, but okay, here we go. 21 to 30. Okay, I take it for interrupts. Because these would have like a, has a strong interrupt, but more damage. Okay, I'll switch it up and have him try. Oops. Crossbow. Hmm. Okay.
Hope you're not expecting much.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so for formation...
Of course.
Whoops. Okay, this is good. He kind of leads. I like that. It's good formation. You said, so you counted like 17 and a half or 18? Just kind of curious here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. They are certainly accurate. You know, I wonder how I will fare now, and possibly that guy below, he seems like he might be a rogue, I guess, because we could use a rogue in the party, but then again, he could also just be a warrior. I wonder if I can take these spiders on now with this third member to the party. Now that we have someone to kind of soak up the, you know, the damage. So it's got great armor. I don't need a helmet. Oh, here we go. Open helm. Okay, so alright, fine. I'll hold on to that. he do? Knock down. I like that. Okay. As for me, wow. Okay, I like that. 1 per rest. Per encounter.
Oh? I can't... move!
How may I...
What are you guys doing?
Most inconvenient.
There we go. There we go. Kapla! What a difference another party member makes. Wow. Wow. Oh, and leveled. Skills of oh. Okay. Right. That's as high as that goes, huh? Adventuring is tiring. In addition to the hazards of mortal combat, adventurers have walls to climb, rivers to cross, pits to... Once per encounter, characters with athletics can use the second wind ability to recover lost endurance. A higher athletic score increases the effect of second wind. In conversations and scripted interactions, athletics is used for physical feats, climbing, swimming, and jumping. Okay, so... athletics. Okay, here we go. Great. Wow. I have access to second level spells. Bewildering Spectacle. Creates a bizarre and perplexing visual distraction, confusing enemies in the area of effect. Binding Web. Spins a resilient, vicious web throughout the area of effect, leaving unfortunate victims stuck inside. Ooh. Bulwark against the elements. It's like a shield, right? Creates a mystical shield around the caster, suffusing them with bonuses to burn, freeze, corrode, and shock damage reductions. So that's nice. Combusting Wounds. Causes enemy wounds in the area of effect to ignite, inflicting additional burn damage over time, each time they are wounded. Conceal Hut's Corrosive Siphon. Eats away at the target's spirit, inflicting corrosive damage and converting that essence into endurance for the caster. Very cool. Curse of the Blackened Sight. That's why it's a siphon, right? Shrouds the target's vision in total darkness, blinding them. Oh, is there like more down here? Okay, so I've seen all there is there. Wow, this has like a lot. The target becomes paralyzed, afflicted by boiling pustules of foul-smelling liquid that erupts from their skin, sickening those nearby. Infused with vital essence. Infuses a caster with vitality, giving them a temporary increase to maximum endurance and health. Merciless gaze. Caster becomes able to see an enemy's weaknesses and vulnerabilities as though they were physically tangible. Miasma of dull-mindedness. A cloud of heavy fog settles in the minds of those in the area of effect. Dulling senses and wits inflicts penalties to perception, intellect, and resolve. Mirrored image. Creates duplicates of the caster to distract enemies, granting a high deflection bonus, which is reduced with each hit taken. Oh, wow. Necrotic Lance. Creates a lance of pure necrotic energy, causing corrode damage instantly and over time. Wow, that's a lot. Ray of Fire. Creates a scorching ray of flame between the caster and the target, inflicting continual burn damage to the target and anyone caught in the ray, including friendly fire, I take it. Rolling Flame. Creates a rebounding ball of fire, inflicting burn damage upon anyone in its path. Okay, I'm really liking this Necrotic Lance. So that one, and this Mirror Image seems really good. But, I don't know, I feel like I need... something like a healing thing. Infuses a caster with vitality, giving them a temporary increase to maximum endurance and health. For almost a minute. So this is good to kind of cast near the beginning of things, or right when you're about to get close to like within melee range, right? Alright, I'm gonna go with that, because I need something that is you know, like a sort of like a healing buff spell, and something for damage. That's good. And we are done. And for you, Aloth. Lore, survival, and athletics. Okay, good. For some reason you have mechanics. Guess that's part of your repertoire, right? Oh, cool. Okay, mirror image is good. Something to incapacitate, maybe? That's confuse. What is the difference between that? Dulling senses. Okay, I have that to incapacitate. Okay, actually I think this is good. Save it. Level up. New member. Alright.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Victory. All right.
All right, then.
The spirit crystals light the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange, and at certain angles, the metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. Okay, I'm seeing like a, spirit. As you look on, the air shimmers as if with summer heat. The very dust in the air seems to pull together until a thin glowing mist appears before you. Hello. In its rippling gleam, you sometimes think you can see the shape of a man, features rendered in broad strokes of air and smoke. Strike out at the form. Is anyone else seeing this? Who are you? Your voice sparks movement. The spirit surges with a sudden blazing light, and in the next moment you are somewhere else, your mind assailed with a sudden wave of fear and noise. You're in the chapter hall. Priests and faithful have gathered in a great crowd, spilling into the hall. Bodies press against you, surging forward to listen. Your own grief is mirrored in the faces around you. Some of the initiates are weeping. Someone has snuffed the candles, and the room is dark, save for the podium lit from the behind. Two people stand before it, lit in silhouette. A man is shouting, voice is ragged with fear. You cannot understand what he says. But the Rectrix stands calm. Unmoved. Her strength will see you all through these dark times. You feel that hope, like a spark behind your ribs. Somewhere behind you, someone begins to sing. Really? The spirit tears itself from you with sudden, dizzying force, and you find yourself back before the ruined altar, swaying. Oh, I'm back. I'm out of it, but I'm just kind of woozy from that. The spirit fades as suddenly as it appeared. Everyone's probably wondering, what the hell? Okay, nothing. Okay, they're cool. They're cool. How do I talk to my members? I know I'm able to speak to them. Well, let's get to know this guy better. Hi. I hope that old watcher's still there. Been years since I heard anything about him. You know, it's a good way to get to know your party members. What is it you want to ask this watcher in Kaednua? I want to ask you something about you. I was wondering about Eothos. Let's keep moving. I wanted to talk about you. How are you? If you're sure, what did you do before this? Did the people of Gilded Vale really try to kill you? Why did you stay for so long in a town that hated you? Do you have any family? So, before all of this, what did you used to do?
Oh, other than the war, I never strayed too far from where you found me. Farming, mostly. I was never much for cities. Never learned a trade.
Except for being a fighter, and that's a trade.
In my younger days, I thought I was going to go preach the word of Aethys. Just in a temple there. My parents encouraged it. I made so much trouble for them growing up. They used to say it'd be best if I got in good with the god of redemption. Of course, us blowing him up probably didn't help my chances there.
No.
But if anybody'd forgive you for blowing him up, it'd be Aethys.
Well, do you have any family, or any family left, I should say? I hope that's okay for me to ask. Just your parents. Just my parents now. They took a ship back to Eder when the purges started. Wanted me to go with them, but I didn't see things like they did. Okay. Been a long time since I've seen them. I really should visit, but for some reason I haven't felt much like leaving home. Good thing to chase me out, or I might have never left. So I just stay so long in a town that hated you?
Well, I'm sure my parents are still wondering the same thing.
Valid question.
The Aothasian purges were like this madness had come over the town, like a disease. Seems like when you see something like that, your instinct is to wait for it to pass, even when you know it probably won't. The family whose farm I worked on, they had a little hollowborn girl. And they heard the Animancers had this cure, salvation it was called. They went running. This salvation, they were putting animal souls in children.
Ooh.
You might have heard about it. Giving them enough personality to care for themselves. You can guess how that turned out.
They became like
Matter
ravaged,
of time, the
savage
children broke down. Became
Yeah.
wild things. Monsters. Anyway, these farmers put their family dog's soul in their little girl. For a while, the girl, she's making eye contact, she's feeding herself, albeit in a kind of messy way. And one day she snaps. They found her gnawing on her brother's bones.
Oh.
Had to chain her up, put her in a cow pen.
Oh.
Well, the mother, she wouldn't have anything to do with the girl after that. But the father, he'd visit every day. Feed her chickens, toss water on her once in a while to get the dirt off. Most of the village, they'd whisper about him. Poor man, they'd say, sick with grief. He was just waiting for his daughter to look up one day and recognize her papa. He was waiting for her to get better. Didn't understand that at the time, of course, but these days I think about him a lot.
Yeah. Mind talking about the people in Gilded Vale now, about why they really want to try to kill you?
They, they did. It was strange timing, because we
what?
just won the war. They celebrated when I came home. There was music and dancing.
Or did they really want to kill you? I got it.
Trumbull used half his grain
Phrase
making
that
this
wrong.
big honey cake. I still dream about that cake. Like having the best lover of your life, but only for one night.
Hmm.
They were all sorry to hear about my brother.
They celebrated when I came home. Music and dancing.
Took a while for word of the purges to reach us. Aothasians being murdered in the streets. Cold morn and the like. No way would they let something like that happen in Gilded Vale. That's what they all said. But the weeks went by and the purges spread. Pretty soon they weren't so sure my brother fought for Dyrwood. And they weren't so sure I did. Caught me by surprise after all the celebrating. Should have seen it coming after the tailor said he was going to fit me for some new clothes, but then all he wanted was my neck measurement.
Oh. Really?
Nah, not that last part. But you had to think about it. Says a lot about the place I've been calling home all these years. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I was wondering about your brother, Eothas.
It makes two of us.
What is there to know about Eothas? Eothas requirement not met. Okay. Does it require? Okay. Do you still? Well, not your brother Eothas. I'm sorry, the god that that you worshipped. Do you still worship Eothas? Why did you choose to worship Eothas in the beginning? What made you think Waidwin didn't speak to Eothas? The purge. Yeah, I want to know more about that purge.
You sure you don't want to talk about something more pleasant? Like the War of Black Trees or the Legacy or something?
It's eye-opening, seeing just how naked you are when you've got no god to protect you. Saints' War was a hard time to be a Dyrwoodane. People thought it was the end of times. They talk about how we were going to defeat a god. But I don't think there was a man from here to the White March didn't think he was going to die. It does something to you, thinking you're going to die at someone else's hands. There's a rage that comes, indignation. Imagine a whole country full of that. Might have been Cold Morn that started it. Town near the border. They let Icewind march right on through. Rest of Dyrwood cursed their names to the end of the war. Say it was the Eothenians there that persuaded the town not to oppose the army. Others said it was just cowardice. It was like the legacy that way. No one knew the real reason, so they just picked whichever one best suited what they wanted to believe. Either way, that town was burning before the first ashes of Eothas hit the ground. And it felt good to the people here, to be in control after being so helpless. So the fire spread. A lot of us Eothasians went the way of our god. There were claims from the church of Magren that she had actually commanded the purges. I found that hard to believe. It sounded to me like people doing what they wanted, wrapping their god around it. Excuse me, like it was a cloak. Then again, that's what I thought about Icewind. Okay, well that's enough.
What's on
for
your
now.
mind?
No, I think we should get moving. We'll talk more later. The face of this statue has had most of its features struck off, along with portions of its hands. Okay.
Certainly.
Nothing. Okay. So we're still looking for that guy's sword, Wartan, right? Oh, hey. Oh boy. Skulder whelp. Okay. We shall open up with some of the magics. Necrotic lance. So I take it. So these are once per rest. I see. Okay. So you really have to kind of really decide when and when not to use these spells. So once per encounter is okay. And it's somewhere in the middle.
Oh? Yes.
Oh boy. Okay, good. The whelp is almost dead. Good.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Not quite.
Oops. Didn't mean to pass that, but okay.
Of course.
What's this? Monsters of the Deadfire Archipelago. Oh, wow. Great. Love me my books.
You're not getting through me.
No. Cancel. Oh, maybe now is a good opportunity because he seems pretty tough. You had to web him up, right? Okay.
Not too alarmed, but I'm...
Okay, here we go.
Feel. These wounds.
Okay. He is flanked.
Run
Did we
deep.
kill it? We killed it.
All right, then.
Great. Great. Cool. Health is kind of low. Okay. Oh wow. These prayer scrolls are coated in the thick layer of grime and dust. But the rest of this letter is crossed out in several places and then abandoned altogether. Someone was about to write some kind of confession or something and then change his mind. Do I have any kind of healing potions? Oh wow, I really need to buy more of these. Oh, I need to buy more healing potions actually, or healing potions in general. Don't have any. Potions. Oh, wow. Health is long-term damage only regained through rest and certain talents. Damage that is not absorbed by a character's damage reduction goes straight to their health and endurance. When a character's health reaches 0, they are killed. Wow. Only restored through health. Or through rest.
Hmm?
Well, okay.
All right, then.
Oh, very nice. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, he's gone. Oh yeah. Okay. Vermin have scoured these plates, though mold still grows in green, black clumps across the table. Crevices, claw marks, and dung mark the passage of beasts. Okay, nothing here.
My blood burns.
Oh no. Oh wow. Ooh. Ooh. Amulet of health. Amulets are most often gems, medallions, or other items worn around the neck. While some serve a purely ornamental purpose, many are imbued with charms and spells to aid the wearer. Torques, or stiff rings worn around the neck like amulets, they often have magical properties. I like it. That's good for Eder. No. Oh, I have to put it in place of this. Capes are popular throughout the eastern reach, commonly made of wool. So that's weird that it has to go there. Oh. Okay, well, this actually serves a purpose. Okay. Cool. So I should be buying a lot of scrolls too, I think, right? Health is low. Not good. Oh, here we go. Remember that? How did it go? I should not have rung the big bell first. Notes. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe it's under my inventory. Initiates no... Ah. Visitors to the ritual floor. Rectrix Obrica says, redemption for even those forgot and struck the largest bell first rather than the second. Rang the largest bell first rather than the second. Rather than the second largest? I don't have a choice. Unless I click on this in general and then... Ah, here. 3 bells hang from the stone protrusion that runs along the wall. Years of dust and grime coat the metal. There's 1 large bell at the center, flanked by 2 smaller ones. Okay, let's examine the bell. The bells appear to be fully intact. They are made of thick iron and look very heavy. There doesn't appear to be much out of the ordinary about them. The one to the left. Okay. Maybe means the second of the smallest bells. So, to the right. Oh, you heave at the bell and it swings back in the other direction. The clapper strikes a lower powerful note against the heavy iron. You feel the ringing in your chest as the sound moves through the ruined halls. In a rolling tide. Okay. No? Nothing. Okay. Struck the largest bell first rather than the second. Okay, let's try this. High piercing note of startling power. The tones echo merrily throughout the halls until it appears, or until it seems that a dozen chirping notes ring through the temple. The bell sounds a strange wobbling peal that grows to a painful shrillness before it diminishes to a mournful chime. Okay, I don't like that. The clapper strikes a low, powerful note against a heavy iron. You feel the ringing in your chest as the sound moves through the ruined halls. No. Okay. Wobbling. Okay, no. Echoes diminish. A strange hush falls upon the room, muting the sound of the bells and the eternal drip of a damp stone alike. And then a sudden dissonant toll sounds from the bells, so loud and piercing that you are compelled to cover your ears. Uh-oh, I did something. And then at last, silence once more. Okay. Alright, maybe I have to... Yeah. Okay, maybe I just don't have enough clues to complete that.